Hi guys, it's Chris with City Girl Homestead. So, I thought I'd bring you back. All the goldenrod is dehydrated. And after reading a little bit about it, and listening to some things about it, I think that one day, hopefully this weekend, me and Tom can go out in the country and see if we can get more. And I want to dehydrate a lot of it. For those of us that are worried about being allergic to goldenrod, it's usually ragweed that we're allergic to. It usually grows next to it, and it says in there that goldenrod actually has an allergenic thing that makes it so that helps you with your allergies. So like if you're congested or anything from allergies, this helps to take away from it. So I'm like, spring and fall, you know how those things pop up and it's miserable. I had Janice send me, she sent me $70 to my PayPal, and she said to go ahead and order whatever I want for myself. And so I did, and I have some steeping bags coming. So when those come on Friday, I'm going to make some tea and try it. And you can make oils out of it. You can make dressings, all kinds of stuff. It's supposed to be really good for your digestive system. One guy described it as, it's like, picture you're the world and you have to heal, and you're doing it from the inside out, that this is like a miracle thing, that it's good for so many different things. So I definitely want to pick more and get it dehydrated and get it put in jars, because if it works, and they say not to drink it every day, like do it for a week and then take a week off, do it for a week, take a week off. So that's what I'm going to do. So let me show you now that I've got it dehydrated what we do. All right. So now this stuff is all new to me. Actually, I ordered 2 books on different foraging things that are good for us and good to cook and things like that. And those books should be in tomorrow and on Thursday, I think. So now that they're dry, and you can separate your leaves if you want, but you don't need to, because you're gonna, if you're doing it in a tea or infuser or anything like that, you can use it all. So with the flowers, I'm gonna go with the leaves. You just swipe down them and it leaves just that little green piece. With the flowers, you can just pull them just like this. It doesn't matter if you get a little bit of stem in there, it's not going to hurt anything. Now if you're doing it without drying them, I guess you cut the flowers off of there. But I think dealing with it dry would be a lot easier. And in some of the infusion things, you don't want all that moisture in there either. So I didn't have Tom leave too many leaves on. Next time I will. But look how easily that comes off, and then it just leaves that stem. So, and I got it all over myself. Didn't think I needed a bib, but I guess maybe I do. I'm like a little kid. I need a bib no matter what I do. And you know what's funny is that when I wear the bibs, aprons, whatever you want to call them, it really does make, oh man, that lady was right. Oh, I just got a full, oh my gosh, you guys, this smells. Oh, I hope it tastes that good. I don't know why that last, like when I went to go take the flowers off, that scent hit. Because like at first I hadn't smelled that smell that she is talking about, but man, it just, woo. You guys. Oh my. Tell you something else that this probably work for is those sachets. Man, that would be, oh. That's got such a beautiful scent to it. And this actually grows all the way around the world. So people use it for medicinal purposes all over the world. It's not just here. I really kind of looked up on it a little bit. I don't want to call it a miracle drug because there's no such thing, but I do believe that if we can heal our bodies through natural things, because, you know, people might have died younger back in the day, but I think they were healthier. There's some things that you need medicines for. Like me and Tom are diabetic, you know. And honestly, I'm bad about taking my pills. So. But there's a lot of things that are life-saving now that they didn't have back then. But, you know, what do you think they used back then? They used herbs and spices and stuff like that for colds and everything else. Like, I don't know. Did your grandma ever give you... I got a piece of it in my hair. Did your grandma ever give you a hot toddy or anything when you were a kid and you felt better? I mean, there's so many things that I think that we've let Big Pharma take over on our bodies that, you know, like, I'm not as healthy as I should be because I'm way overweight, and I know that. And I had a come-to-God moment the other day at the hotel. When we sat on the toilet there, it had a full-length mirror. And, I got it everywhere. I always knew I had a big belly. When you sit in front of a full-length mirror, you see how big it is. So, you know, there's some changes I've got to make. And it's not going to be necessarily dietary. It'll be exercise. And because I can't do a lot of exercising, I will be looking up chair exercises. My daughter-in-law, she says there's all kinds of them that are really good for you. So I'm going to look some of those up and do some of those too. Anything that'll help my mobility, because, you know, I want to go to Montana next year. And I'd like to be able to walk to the lake that I want to go to. And if you guys want to look up to where I want to go, it's called Lake McDonald. And it's in Montana. And it's beautiful. My ex-daughter-in-law, she posted it one day on Facebook. And ever since then, I've wanted to go. And actually, Tom's got a brother in out there. I don't know if we'll stop and see him or not, but he does have a brother out there as well. So, I'm pretty excited about this stuff because it's supposed to be really good for inflammation. And a lot of times with your back pain and everything, it is inflammation that's causing it. I mean, there's a root cause to it, but, you know, it gets inflamed. That's why they tell you to use ice and all that other stuff. Let me tell you when this... Oh, there went another shot of that skunk. Oh, you guys. If we could have smell-o-vision right now, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that smells so good. And it really, truly does. Oh. I think I'd have this just for something to put out. Oh. It smells so good. Almost done here. But I do think I'm going to go out and get more. I know we have some out in the country. They say not to get the ones along the highway because they're tainted. And if that's all that you can get, rinse them really, really good. My floor is going to be a mess after dinner tonight. Then I'm going to take that last little bit. And I'm going to put it over my bowl. And I'm going to tap it down. Alright. I probably have a jar of it just on the floor. No, it's really not that bad. Hold on one second. I wanted to get this so I could pour it in there easier. When you dehydrate, it really does take up a lot less room on stuff. It's really cool when you can take a whole bag of something and make it into, you know, just a jar, a small jar sometimes even. So they say to do 1 teaspoon to 1 cup of water. And I got the steeping bags, like I said, coming. So all of those filled up a quart jar. Now I'll put a lid on there. You can put a oxygen absorber in there if you want to as well. But I'm going to put a lid on it and I'll label it. And it'll say goldenrod on it and I'll put the date on there. So there we go. That whole entire bit. All of this went into that one little jar. And it did go the full 10 hours at 125. So give it a try. Most places have goldenrod everywhere. And I'm going to try the tea as soon as the bags get here Friday. So thanks for watching. Have a blessed day and be a blessing.